Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to convert degrees to radians. Okay, we're going to convert degrees to radians and radians to degrees. And I'm going to define exactly how you're going to do that for each of these. So first of all, when you are given a degree and you want to convert it to radians, then you need to multiply by pi radians over 180. Okay. If you are converting the other way, if you convert from radians to degrees, so that means they give you the radians, then you're going to multiply by 180 over pi radians. Okay, so that's our difference. So let's see down here in these examples how we would do this. Okay, let's see what this is going to look like. So what is the degree measure of an angle that is negative 3 pi over 4 radians? So they give me the radians. So that means I'm going to convert radians to degrees. So what is the degree? That means I'm using this one here that I've highlighted with pink. So I'm going to write down this negative 3 pi over 4, and we're going to multiply that by 180 over pi radians. 180 degrees over pi radians. Okay, the pi's will cancel. Okay, your radians will cancel because this is radians over here, so I didn't write it, but that radians will cancel so that you're just left with this degree. Now, you can key this into your calculator. Negative 3/4 times 180. And I'll show you what that'll look like. So you can key in negative 3/4 times 180. Because we canceled out the pi, remember, okay? And we get negative 135. So our answer here is negative 135 degrees. Okay, let's look at the next one. The next one, what is the degree measure of an angle negative 0.55 radians? So they give me radians, and I need to convert to degrees. So again, that's this pink highlight here. To convert radians to degrees, you multiply by 180 over pi. So we're going to do negative 0.55 times 180 over pi. And we're going to key this entire thing into our calculator, okay? So let's put the whole thing in there. Negative 0.55 times 180 divided by pi. And you can use the Desmos scientific calculator, or you can use a Texas Instrument calculator if you have that as well. We're going to round to the nearest whole degree, so this would be negative 32 degrees because it's 31.5. So that would be negative 32 degrees. Negative 32 degrees there. Okay, for the third one, what is the radian measure of an angle of 27 degrees? So this time, we want the radian and we're given degrees. So we're converting from degrees to radians here. So that's this yellow highlight. That means we're going to multiply by pi over 180. So what is the radian measure? 27 times pi over 180. Okay, now this time we want to keep that pi in there because that's what a radian measure is it keeps the pi. Okay, so what we want to do is try to cancel out here. Okay, you can take 9 into 27 and make that 3, and you can take 9 into 180 and make that 20. So this would be 3 pi over 20 radians. 3 pi over 20 radians. If you wanted to convert that to a decimal, if you do that, that's okay. So you'll put 3 pi divided by 20, and we would get 0.47, 0.47 radians. So you could say this is equal to 0.47 radians. Now, if you want to, and you want to key this in from the very beginning, you can do that. So you would put 27 and then times pi divided by 180, and you would get the same thing. So either way you want to do it is fine, okay? For number 4, what is the radian measure of an angle of 250 degrees? So they give me the degrees, and I'm going to radians. So to convert degrees to radians, we multiply by pi over 180. Okay, so we have 250 times pi over 180. And I will actually just put that in the calculator and show you how that would work. So 250 times pi over 180. We will get 4.36. 4.36. So this would be 4.36 radians. Now, if you wanted to cancel, you could take 10 into both of these. 10 goes into that 25, and 10 goes into this 18. So it would be 25 pi over 18 if you left it in radians. I am fine with you leaving it in decimal form. That's no problem at all. If you have any questions, let me know.